Rolling and
All right, folks, the first week is past us, and as you have noticed, we've had a couple of technical difficulties as far as I believe it's the Blackboard system or something along those lines. Either way, I want you to recognize that I am, flexible as far as, whatever challenges you may have, which is why I said in the email that I just sent out to you guys, if you have any kind of challenges outside of that, as long as you email me and in a timely manner and let me know the situation, I'll work with you however I can. But the main thing is that you do so in a timely fashion, because the biggest pet peeve I have over all things in education is students who think that they can come at the end of session or the end of semester and dump a whole bunch of late, poorly done work on me trying to pass the class. That is the supreme turnoff of all turnoffs. So as long as you don't put yourself in that situation, things can be worked out. As I said in the earlier video, this is a pilot program we're putting it together. So we're working out kinks, and therefore we have to be flexible with you. Okay, now, with this being 101, that means you are tying up the loose ends for your greatest album of all time, the greatest album of all time. I've seen some very interesting selections, and because of Turnitin.com, I've seen some issues. The main issue being a lot of people did not turn in their drafts in time. What I've noticed with Turnitin.com is that due date and everything is locked. There's no way I can change it. So once again, you'll have to email me and see what we can work out, because it's very important that the peers in this class review your drafts and you review some of theirs as well. One, you become better at editing when you look at other people's. Two, quite naturally, somebody's going to see something in your paper that you didn't see. If you think about it, the mind moves a lot faster than the hand. So when you do that first draft, there's a chance you skipped a couple of words here and there. And when you look at it, you know what you were trying to say. So your eyes don't pick up on it. Somebody else will pick up on it for you. There's a saying that goes, you write the first draft with your heart, then you rewrite with your head. So that's what I mean as far as the importance of revising. Okay, that is very, very important. So what we're going to be doing very soon is you've revised your draft according to your peers, what they've suggested for you. And now you're going to send me that revision. I'm going to look at that revision. I'm going to give you a couple of other suggestions. And then you're going to revise it for the final time. Now that final draft is what you'll be graded on, okay? So keep in mind that you have that many steps to get it right. Also, I'm going to make sure you do those steps as well, so it's not like you're going to be lackadaisical and just jump over the peer reviews and just give this dirty first draft to me to completely clean up. That's not happening, okay? Also, let me say, if you do turn in your drafts for peer reviews in a timely fashion in Turnitin, they have a mechanism in there that is just amazing. They'll help you with your grammar, they'll help you with your formatting, your syntax, everything. You really don't want to miss out on that, because it can really take your paper to the next level. And I know you want that, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay, now, as we are wrapping up for that particular paper, we're going to start looking into the question of, is education giving you everything you had hoped for? Okay? Is education giving you everything you had hoped for? And what I mean by that is, you may not have noticed, but one of the main reasons why online classes are so popular right now is because it frees students up from having to buy these excessively expensive books. One class, a book that you wouldn't imagine was more than $25, easily $150. And it's going higher and higher and higher. A lot of people are being priced out of having an education. That's one issue, okay? Now, along with that, you may have noticed, I don't know, but do you remember when you were in elementary school and you were bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and people asked you what you wanted to be, and you like, I want to be a chef, I want to be a ninja, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a crime fighter on the weekend. You had all these wonderful ideas. I bet by middle school into high school, all of your opportunities or the things, the possibilities that you thought of were brutally, and I mean brutally reduced. To the point that some of you, you're in school right now just because you were told it is the thing to do. You really don't believe in education. You're just doing what your parents tell you to do because that's what you've been told to do. You really don't believe in the major that you're looking into. It just makes the most sense to you. You don't know how you're going to make a living out of it. It just seems like a respectable thing to do. Well, there's a documentary that's going to explore all of this. It's called Declining by Degrees. It explores what is happening to higher education, particularly in America. And I think you're going to find it extremely illuminating. What I want you to do is, it's sections. I think it's about 11 sections that I have it situated. I want you to look at every single section, and then your paper is going to be on whatever section you think is the most important of all the other sections. It's going to speak on, like I said, the rising cost of books. It's going to speak on, the overemphasis in many colleges on sports, as opposed to coaches getting millions and millions and millions of dollars, but the professors that are helping you get you situated with where you want to be in your career for the rest of your life, they get paid a paltry sum, to say the least. There are a couple of other inequities that you will find quite interesting, especially this idea of the industrial education system. And what that means is education, unfortunately, it focuses too much on making you an employee as opposed to a leader. If you think about some of the major people right now who are millionaires and billionaires, a lot of them didn't finish school. Zuckerberg, the Harvard kid that dropped out, did Facebook, end of story there. Bill Gates, same thing. Steve Jobs, same thing. Jay-Z, same thing. Diddy, same thing. There's a lot of people who are incredibly successful who dropped out or opted out of higher education. There's a reason for that. Okay. One of the main things that I find is school focuses, in my opinion, too much on rote memory. You go into a class, the teacher says, this is the test that you're going to take at the end of this semester. This is what you need to be prepared for. They train you that whole semester for that test. Once you take that test, that's it. Whatever knowledge that you did get in learning for that test, you don't need it. You don't use it. So you get ready for the next semester and practically do the same thing over again. If you continue to do that year after year after year, it's very easy to figure, what's the point of education, okay? This Declining by Degrees is going to be an eye-opener. This is the first time I've used it in class. This particular class, we've discussed the issue of education before, but this is the first time I'm using it. I'm very excited. I'm very interested to see what you're going to come up with. So it's already there, and once again, it's in about 11 parts. And then we're going to have a debate. So you're really going to see everything that this documentary has to offer. You're going to debate with other people in the class on which part of the documentary is most important. Okay. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. So, with that being said, I'm going to put the section in to turn it in for you to turn in your second draft. I'll do that right after I get finished with this video. So make that happen, get that done. And everybody else who, for whatever reason, you've been kidnapped, you just got let go, or whatever the case is, where you haven't done your work thus far, you better get it done, because I'm here to tell you, I don't do all of that late, last-minute stuff at the end of a session or a semester. Don't be that person. You do not want to be that person.